Ryuki, are you okay, Mr. Ryuki?
What happened?
He escaped. He used it to escape. I was gonna flee the country.
Oh good, you're okay.
I don't think I'm injured. Why are you here?
We will explain later. First, can you tell us what happened here?
I don't know. I started seeing things. Then I lost consciousness.
Phew. I managed to come back.
Tama.
After you lost consciousness, you were attacked from behind. A high voltage current was delivered to your back, and I was short-circuited.
Probably Komeiji.
I wasn't able to use any of my functions. But, as you can see, I was able to bring myself back online thanks to my self-repair program.
Did Terra do this?
I don't know. I didn't see the attacker. I don't know anything after you lost control of your bladder.
You mean lost consciousness?
Yeah, whatever.
So, where's Komeiji?
I don't see him here.
Yeah, he's probably the one that shocked you. Oh no. What's this mysterious lump we're looking at? This couldn't be half of a square man, could it? I don't see a square shape in the sheet.
No.
I guess it was.
Mr. Komeiji, why?
Thank God he's dead. You did this, Shoma. You willed him to die. Kids are awful at this whole, like, murdering thing. Or being around murders thing.
I can't link sync now. Not enough battery.
Dang it. That would have been helpful.
It's the right half of Komeiji's body. I think it's safe to say Terror is the culprit. Ryuki,
Yeah, obviously.
let's talk to everyone before checking the body.
You guys want to talk about this?
What can you even say in a situation like this? How could this have happened? Of course he's not okay. Komeiji was his father. Ryuki, you should talk.
Okay. No witty comments here. Guess that kind of makes sense. You want to talk about this, kids? She must be in shock. She's in no state to talk.
She seems very shook up. We should let her be for now.
I see. No one saw anything.
She does look a little terrified.
That is a bit of an exaggeration. We simply untied the rope that bound you.
Rope?
Must be that one over there.
I was tied up with that?
Yeah, your hands and feet were tied really tight. When we arrived, we found you on the ground in that state. So, Kizzy and I untied the rope. By anyone, do you mean the culprit?
Well, anyone at all. Like, any suspicious figures, maybe?
No, we did not see a single soul.
I see.
Well...
Ah, there you are.
I don't like your face.
Here you are, the receipt for your card payment.
Oh, thank you.
Excuse me, but who are you?
What? Oh, I am but a humble taxi driver. I forgot to hand you the receipt earlier.
So you drove these four here.
Indeed, that is correct. I was always quite bad with machines, you see. I let others handle the TV, the music, and other such things. Oh, one time I wanted to listen to a CD, but I didn't know how to open the CD player, so I smashed it with my fist.
Why are you here?
Okay.
Go away.
Why are you telling me this?
That is just how terrible with machines I am. That is why I could not handle the card payment as smoothly as I would have liked. And while I was fumbling my way through the payment...
You said that the girl with the blue hair in the passenger seat ran out. So it was...
Mame did?
So she got out of the car first.
Naturally, I was quite flustered by this rowdy display. And so I continued to fumble for 3, 4, no, perhaps even 5 minutes or so. I somehow managed to process the payment, but I was still quite bothered. I returned the credit card, but in my haste, I completely forgot to hand over the receipt.
What were the other three in the back seat doing during all that?
They were waiting the entire time. The card was Kizzy's, but she was sitting on the far left seat, so Shoma and I didn't get out.
Suspicious.
Well, now that that's settled, I will be off. If you'll excuse me.
I meant the driver, of course, though. Not necessarily all these kids here. That is a little weird that Amame left earlier than everybody else. Doesn't have anything to say for that. Why are you
I figured
here?
that something was up with you guys at Shoma's house earlier. I heard you were talking about terror and going to Divida, so I got worried and came over. Oh, but we did not come here right away. We first discussed whether we should track you down. I think it was about 2.5 hours after you left that we decided. We thought we should just come straight here and...
It's 11:30 p.m. now, by the way.
No. I didn't see anyone until we got inside the studio. I guess so. Yes. Kizzy, Shoma, and I went into the studio together. Mame was already inside.
What were you doing?
What is it, Ryuki? Does something bother you about that?
No, it's nothing.
Of course it does. You know my thoughts, right? You know that I'm bothered by that because that's a weird period of time
Have you contacted Abyss and HQ?
for someone to be missing.
Way ahead of you. The investigation team should arrive...
Oh, whoa. Whoa. Must have pressed the skip button.
The investigation team should arrive soon. I've also arranged for a counselor. All 4 of them are in a really bad mental state.
Shoma?
Are you okay?
I mean, other than the whole dad being dead thing.
Shoma, wait!
Don't just stand there, Ryuki! Go after him!
Right.
Okay, I was gonna say, did Shoma just drive away? By the time I ran out of the studio, Shoma was already gone. The other 3 must have decided to split up, because they scattered in different directions. Thought it would be better to search a wider area and got in my car, but...
I don't see him anywhere.
Yeah, because you're on the highway. He's not running down the highway.
No response on his phone, and his GPS is off. Where did you go, Shoma?
We had to find him after he stormed out like that. Who knows what he'll do in this state. Calm down, Ryuki. Think about where Shoma might go.
Where he might go. I got it. Shoma must be there.
Is it the Ferris wheel? That's like the only thing we know about Shoma is he likes the Ferris wheel. The department store's closed. How did you get up here? Ha! They'll never get me in here.
Well, no big deal. It's a Ferris wheel. He'll come back down if we just wait.
Assuming he doesn't, like, jump. I feel like that's what would happen to make this situation a little more tense. Unless, of course, terror's behind us. You better come back down here, Shoma. I'm gonna kick your butt. Or maybe when he comes back down, we're gonna find only half of Shoma. Wouldn't that be something?
Anyway, this is all a load of bull. Today is Valentine's Day.
What?
It's past midnight, so it's February 14th now.
Oh. But I don't really care about that right now.
How can you not care?
More importantly, Shoma was on the number 2 car, right?
Why do you ask?
Because
Yes, he definitely went in number 2.
I thought so. If that's the case, he should be back soon.
Oh no. What are we gonna find here?
What? No.
He
How?
escaped. Shoma, where the heck did you go?
How? We checked every one of the cars, but I don't see Shoma anywhere.
We are living in a false world created by a program. Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles.
It can't be. Impossible. It can't be. It can't be. I know Shoma went on that car. I saw it with my own eyes. And yet...
Simulation's breaking down. We about to say the funny words again.
Hold on! Don't tell me it's happening again!
Say the funny stuff, Ryuki. He's about to do it. Yep, there he goes. I'm gonna need a translation if anyone if anyone knows what that means.
Tama, do you know about this place? I heard about it from Mr. Date.
He's got the crazy eyes right now. And we've definitely had this conversation before.
This shrine worships a fruit called the Fruit of Immortality. If you eat it, you will gain eternal youth and life.
Hey Ryuki, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not well. Mentally, I mean. You haven't been for a long time now, and I think it's getting worse. You should really see somebody.
I'm fine. Coming to the shrine has calmed me down.
Coming here doesn't solve anything. Praying to a god or Buddha isn't going to heal your heart. Please, Ryuki.
Okay then. You want me to go to the hospital? Before I do, let me ask for one thing. Can you replay the scene from Studio DeVita right now?
Ryuki.
I want to solve the HP case, no matter what.
Jeez, he got the crazy eyes.
No, I have to solve it.
Although then again, I think it said it was like 8 in the morning. He's probably just been up for like 2 days straight at this point.
For Komeiji. Especially now that he's...
Sheesh, you're really... Fine, I'll do it. But promise me that after the investigation, you'll...
Yes, I'll go get checked out.
Promise, okay?
Yeah, I promise.
Now, close your eyes. Let's do this. So, what did you want to investigate here?
Something's been bothering me. You see that camera on the tripod that's tipped over?
Yeah, actually, I noticed that too, but I figured that it's something to do with, you know, us getting knocked out and tied up.
When we got here,
It wasn't like that.
why did it fall over?
Could it have been terror?
But why?
I don't understand why, but it could only have been him.
Does that actually mean anything?
No, that's not true. There's another person that could have tipped it over.
Oh, right. Yeah, the Mame.
When we regained consciousness, there were 4 people here. Iris, Kizuna, Mame, and Shoma. The first one to go into the studio was...
Amame. That's what Iris and Kizuna said. Are you suggesting Amame tipped over the camera?
It's entirely possible.
But why would she do that?
That's what I'm going to figure out.
Okay. Confirm the status of Komeiji's corpse.
What's the estimated time of death?
Roughly an hour and a half ago. Based on the time the body was discovered, of course.
So roughly 10 p.m., February 13th.
Okay, so timeline. I don't remember exactly. Let's see. What time was it? It was okay. So it was 11:30 whenever we woke up. 10 o'clock when he was killed. And I think they said they waited 2.5 hours after we had left their house before coming there. And I'm gonna assume that most of the transportation times were near instantaneous, but they probably weren't. But... So we left. Right. We left their house at about 9, and then he died at about 10. Which I know it said that we were waiting until we got tired of waiting and came inside. So maybe we waited like an hour and it was like, okay, this isn't happening. Okay. I think I've got a basic idea of the timelines here.
We woke up here around
Yep.
11:30 p.m.
There we go.
The door on the east side.
The door we entered from.
I did see the mannequins earlier during that scene, and it kind of freaked me out for a second until I remembered, oh yeah, they're just mannequins back there.
The door on the west side of the building is locked. I don't think we can open it from this side.
Are there any other exits?
The only other door is the door to the east, the one we entered from.
So, east and west. Just the 2 exits.
The fact that that's mentioned kind of makes me think that that's important. Aha! Yes. That would be correct. Hot water got spilled. Anything else we can see with thermal? Does not look like it. Oh, I can't see X-ray. Maybe it's just not important for this investigation?
kettle is on the floor.
Must have fallen off the table.
I wonder how it fell.
Someone did a pile driver on it. Either that or it was bumped or something. There's a power cord on that table. I think it's for the electric kettle.
Probably means the kettle was here.
Okay. So the kettle clearly had something to do with this. Looks like maybe someone was about here, where presumably we were tied up, bumped the camera, bumped the table with the kettle, which got water on their shoes, or hot water because we're seeing the thermal, and then exited this way and locked the door behind them?
That one video was playing on the monitor.
This is where you lost consciousness. And me right after.
Unnatural spot on the rope.
Really isn't standing up.
Yeah.
Could it be the alcohol's fault? That happens all the time. Don't worry about it.
What are you talking about?
It's the rope that had you in the tortoiseshell bondage position.
Tortoiseshell? No, that's not true.
Oh? Was it a crab tie?
No. No crabs, no tortoises, no shrimp, nothing. Anyway, look at the rope. There's a fake nail.
It matches what Amame had on.
Oh, yep, this is sounding fairly suspicious. Alright.
The floor is wetter than my...
Please don't even say it.
Would you prefer the word moist? I think there was hot water in the
Moist.
kettle. It must have been in keep warm mode. That must have fell and...
So I wonder why the hot kettle was here, because if it wasn't, then we wouldn't have had this clue at all.
Footprints from the water. Saying that it's still warm, the prints couldn't be more than a few minutes old by the time this data was gathered.
So right before we regained consciousness?
Yeah.
Can you tell me whose prints they are?
Judging from the shape and size, absolutely Amame's.
The prints lead to the door over there.
The door on the west side.
Okay, it looks like we're pretty much done investigating here. I think I can make one conclusion.
Oh? Care to share what that is?
First, think about what Mame did when she first entered the studio.
Okay, so the first thought, of course, is that Amame had something to do with this. Maybe she's terror, but really it could be that she hid some evidence, potentially. Or, like, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that she's the good person here, but she's not necessarily the culprit. But she may have hid evidence, may have been the one to have tied us up. In fact, it seems like that's fairly likely. Maybe like an accomplice, potentially. Not necessarily the murderer. Okay, so Amame probably... Well, maybe she tied us up first?
Judging from the trail,
Yeah.
I think she came to me first. She couldn't have come to me after stepping in the warm water.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
okay.
if she did, it would have left prints. So the first thing she did must have been to try to untie me.
Maybe.
That's when a bit of her nail broke and stuck to the rope. But then, something happened that stopped her.
Something.
I'll tell you later. Anyway, she stopped trying to untie me.
Something. What do you mean you'll tell me later? That's important. I need to know now.
Where did she go from there?
Okay.
Here.
Alright, so, yeah, knocked over the camera.
Mame must have been in a hurry. She tipped over the camera by accident.
And then what?
She came here next. And the hot water spilled on the floor.
Sorry.
Mommy ran into the table, which caused the kettle to fall, and the hot water spilled on the floor.
And then?
And then left the footprints and went out the door. Yep.
Well, if we trace her footprints, they stopped right in front of the western door. But the door was locked and it didn't open. So she couldn't get out. And then... Tama, do you have any ideas?
Are you sure she's not the one that locked the door? I couldn't imagine where she would go after this point.
Why Mommy stopped trying to untie me?
I sure do. But continue. I want to hear what you're thinking.
Okay, here's my answer. It's simple, actually. I think Mommy saw Terror enter the studio. While she was untying me, Terror came across the scene. They ran over to her to try to take her out. That's why the body was left in such an unnatural position.
I see. We're on the same page. There are still some question marks, but... Well, putting that threat aside for now, shall we get started?
Start what?
Filming, duh.
Again?
You got a problem?
No. I said no.
Dang it. Stop skipping text.
So, are you ready?
No.
Okay, here we go.
I said no.
Ready? Action! I'm going to cast you as a Mame. Recreate her movements.
Make sure you act that out appropriately.
Let's start with when she first ran into the studio.
Her first move was...
You're a really shitty actor.
That was actually pretty good.
Well, what did you expect?
Ryuki! Mr. Ryuki! Mr. Ryuki! Snap out of it! This is when her nail fell off.
Mame tried to untie the rope, and...
That's when Terror ran into her.
Since Terror is blocking the east door, she can't go that way. So she tried to run to the other door.
Okay, let's see your best performance. God.
Why do you make me do this?
She's doing a really good job.
Okay, go on, run away.
And then, run into the camera. Then run into the table, and that drops the kettle, and... She discovers the west door is completely locked.
Cut! You were doing so well.
So what happened there? That's a good question.
Anyway, she was cornered and... What happened after that? This is what I was trying to get at earlier. And one more thing. When you asked Amame if she saw the culprit, she shook her head. Why did she lie?
Hey, Tama, you collected all the data in this studio, right? Including X-ray?
Yeah?
In that case...
Why don't you show it to me? You've been hiding this for a reason. Sorry, Tamagotchi again. And I think we're going to wrap it up pretty soon, but I do want to see the end of this little investigation here. I was having a little bit of trouble sleeping, so I came to record this, and now I'm actually getting tired again. She's just hiding over there the whole time? I guess so.
it.
What? Terror?
I think so.
So when we regained consciousness, they were in the studio?
That must be the case. Wait, you didn't notice, Tama? I thought you had X-ray vision.
I thought it was part of the set.
Anyway, they have a gun?
Yeah, a 50 caliber automatic handgun. That could do some real damage.
Oh, and she was like standing right over there, where she would get shot if
This
she
next bit is
said
just
anything.
speculation, but Terror headed to the western door and cornered Mame. But then must have heard footsteps coming from the other door. Iris, Kizuna, and Shoma. Of course, Terror probably had no idea who they were. Terror must have said something like,
Don't tell them I'm here. If you do, I'll shoot you.
then they hid in the set, since their only escape route was cut off.
That's why Amame lied. She couldn't have said anything with Terror threatening her.
Probably.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll give it that.
What a shame. Terror was right there, but we couldn't get them.
There was nothing we could have done. Shoma was the top priority.
Anyway, there's only one thing we need to do. Let's find Mame. She saw Terror in person. She's a key witness now. Maybe she has some information. Something about Terror we don't know. Maybe a voice or how they walk. Hey, Tama. Where is Mame?
I don't know. Her smartphone is either off or somewhere with no reception.
I asked Tama to call Kizuna, Iris, and Jin to ask if they knew where Mame was. None of them picked up. Dang, these people
Hold on a
don't keep their
second.
phones
What
on
about
at
your
all.
promise?
Fine, I'll get checked. And I want to talk to Shoma. He's at home now, right?
Isn't Shoma disappeared? At least that's what Thomas said before I came to the shrine. I have no idea how Shoma was able to get out of the Ferris wheel. I don't know if it's related to all this, but I had a strong desire to find out.
So we have 3 objectives. Finding Amame, getting checked up at the hospital, and meeting with Shoma, right?
Yeah.
Fine, I'll tag along. Not to mention today is special for partners. Valentine's Day.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me? Anyway, let's get going.
Okay. Well, this seems like a good stopping point. Yeah. I think the story definitely got a little more interesting today. One of our group members saw Terror, supposedly. And maybe she can tell us a little bit about him. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time for some more AI, the Somnium Files NirvanA initiative. Bye!